All right, what's up, guys? Chris the Chef Sports Cards here. Sorry about the late start. We're having an issue with this break. I was explaining it a little bit in the last break. I don't know why or how this happened, but for some reason, like half of the teams in the break never showed up on eBay, even though they were listed on eBay. Now, I don't want to delay the break if I don't have to. I'm gonna. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna list all the teams that weren't sold and the price they sold at in the last break. Okay. If we can get enough of them filled, if people are interested, I'll do the break. I might have to delay for a day and repost these teams. I've spoken to eBay. I have no idea what is going on. In the almost 5 years I've been doing this, I never had this happen before. If you got your team is your team. That's not an issue. But for some reason, only some of the teams showed up on eBay. I can't. I have no idea why. So right now, I'm just going to list all the teams. If anybody's interested, it's first come, first serve. Whoever tells me they want a team, they can have it. We can just pay it directly to my PayPal account. I'll give you the PayPal address. If we're not selling any, I completely understand. But I got to be honest, I really probably need to delay a day so I can repost these teams because unfortunately would really be taking it on the chin. Um, which I'm hoping we don't have to do. But we'll see. Just let me list these and see what you guys think if you're interested or what you want to do. And I apologize. That's why we're late. I've been trying to deal with eBay and figure out what's going on. I don't know. The whole thing has just been nuts. And the really strange thing is, I don't know why it happened to this. There's two other breaks listed tonight. They didn't have any trouble. So I don't know what was going on or if other breakers have had the same issue tonight. Uh, the funny part is, if it was just a couple teams, I wouldn't even really care. But when you guys see this list, you'll understand. All right, let's see. Hello. What is going on here now? Now we'll post. Oh, for the love of God. What is the problem? Oh, I put in too many, that's why. Okay, that's some of them. We're not quite done yet. I didn't even realize I went over the count of symbol of the amount of letters you can have. Uh, there's more. Hold on. It's so funny too because when it was happening at first, I was like, "Wait a second, what is going on? Why aren't any of the teams selling?" All right, Pirates, no problem, Rich. Rangers. All right, so Diamondbacks are $7, Braves 31. Now these are the prices that they were at the very last auction that we did. Orioles 17, Cubs 12, White Sox 32, Guardians 8, Rockies 8, Tigers 22, Marlins 16, Yankees 50, Pirates 25, Cardinals 21, Giants 15, Mariners 31, Rangers 12, Nationals 33. So again, this is why I'm saying I don't know. I mean, certainly if you guys want any of these teams, by all means, you're more than welcome to them. Um, but I may have to repost these, and we may have to delay this break so I can post these on like a 1 day auction or something. Uh, Again, I can't say anything other than apologize to you guys. I have no idea why or what happened. eBay's supposed to get back to me and let me know, but it's weird. It's just weird. That's all. So. So if you're interested in any of the teams, let me know what teams you're interested in. That's my, did I do it right? Yeah, that's my PayPal address right there. And let me get a pen so I can write down whoever wants. Like I said, if we get a decent amount of these filled, we'll do the break right now. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I'll take it on the chin on some of them. I mean, this is not your guys' fault. I hate to delay it. I hate to do it to you guys. Damn, now I gotta find a pen. If it was just a few teams, I wouldn't even sweat it. But obviously, it's like half the teams in the break. It's so weird. All right, so Rich, you want the Pirates and the Yankees? Okay. Rich L. Pirates, Rich L. Nationals, Alex. And again, don't, just whatever the price is there, don't worry about anything for shipping or any of that type of nonsense. I'll take care of it. I just appreciate you guys helping me out. Mike's going to take Arizona. Savage. John's going to take the Mariners. And the Tigers, Alex. Do I have everyone written down? All right, so again, if anybody's come late, let me explain what's going on. There was some kind of glitchiness with eBay tonight, and a bunch of the teams that were posted didn't actually show on eBay. These are all the teams that didn't. I'm trying not to delay the break. I don't want to, so I was hoping we'll sell some of them now. Obviously, some people are picking ones already. We fill some of these spots. I can still get the break done. Otherwise, I'd have to repost these teams for a day, and then we'd be delayed by a day or two to do the break, which, would suck. So if anybody's interested, Rockies Marlins. Okay, that's Keith. Keith Enders. And Marlins Keith. And I do really appreciate it, guys. helping me out a ton. Alex wants some White Sox. All right. I definitely think we have enough to get this done, though. I appreciate it. Like I said, my address is right there. My PayPal address, crschef33@msn.com. You can use that one there and just pay it direct to there. It's fine. We'll combine with any other teams you have tonight or tomorrow night or whatever. All right, so who do we have left? We got the Rangers, the Giants, Cardinals, Guardians, Cubs, Orioles, and Braves. We'll just give it another few minutes, and if anybody else wants to grab one of those, and then otherwise we'll that's fine. Yeah, I mean we'll get rolling either way. We'll do it. You guys are my boys. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Chris, Baltimore. Okay. All right, so we're down to Braves, Guardians, Cubs, Cardinals, Giants, Rangers. Yeah, Seth Beer is in this. Chad, you want the Cardinals? You have the Padres. Yes, you do have the Padres. All right, so you want the Cardinals? All right. It's Chad. Okay, it's under your account says Eric. That's why I was. Okay, Chad. Just want to make sure I have all this straight for when I do the sort too. Thanks, Chad. Appreciate it, buddy. This makes life a lot easier. Then we don't have to delay and all that stuff. But either way, you guys have picked up enough teams. We're going to do the break. So we'll give it one more minute. Last call. We're down to Braves, Cubs, Giants, Rangers. So we're just down to 4. Thank you. Appreciate it, guys. And again, if you just came in, here, I'll put it up again. That's the PayPal. You can pay it to right there. You guys are the bomb. I appreciate it. I still can't wait to get an explanation from eBay on this whole thing. Because, like, if it happened to all the breaks tonight, at least I would say, well, they're having a glitch. But it just happened on this one. So maybe I screwed something up. I never had this happen in 5 years. So probably a brain fart on my side. Thank you, Alex. Appreciate it, buddy. All right. So we're down to Braves, Cubs, Guardians, and wait, I even have myself confused. Braves, Cubs, Guardians, Giants, and Rangers. So, all right. So you guys know what's left. If anybody else out there's interested in those teams, let me know. But let's get started. Welcome. Especially if anybody's new to the channel, welcome. We are doing 2022 Topps Gypsy Queen half case break number 4. I know it says number 3 on there, and that might be part of the problem in this whole thing, but this is the second half of the case we started on Thursday night. So just so you guys are aware. If you are new to the channel, a little bit about us. I've been around for over 4 years now. We break mostly baseball with a little bit of everything else mixed in. We ship all cards from every break. We're very generous with the top loading. We ship as quickly as we can, usually within a day or two of the break. This week we'll get pushed back a little bit because of the holiday on Monday. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We do free breaks, and when we do them, we use our subscriber list from YouTube for the random. So if you want a chance to get any of our future free breaks, just hit that subscribe button. Your name will go on the random, and bing, bang, boom, you'll be good. It's very possible. I was thinking the same thing, Mike. That's exactly what I was thinking. But again, why not do it with all of them? That's what was weird to me. So whatever, it is what it is. But you guys bailed me out anyway, so you're the best. All right, so we got the new website. We'll talk about that during the break. I don't have to do that right now. Let's go over the teams and get into this. So D-backs, Mike S. Orioles, Chris F. Red Sox, Tamara W. White Sox, Alex C. Reds, Daniel T. Rockies, Keith E. Tigers, Alex C. Royals, Alex C. Astros, Israel S. Angels, Daniel T. Dodgers, Alex C. Brewers, John T. And Twins, Chris F. Marlins, Keith E. Mets, Rich L. Yankees, Rich L. A's, Sam Y. Phillies, Gary F. Pirates, Rich L. Cardinals, Chad E. And Padres, Chad E. Mariners, John T. Rays, Carson R. Blue Jays, Alex C. And Nationals, Alex C. If your breaks hit, you'll take them. Alrighty. Okay. So again, guys, thank you very much. I appreciate you helping me with that, and that way we don't have to wait to do this break. No, your address will come up. You paid on PayPal, so I'll have your address through PayPal. I'll ship it right through there to you. Savage. Although I think I have your address anyway from the past. But once you pay with PayPal, your address and everything and your email and all that's right in there. So. Alrighty. Beauteous. And I have my son who's down the shore. I have him buying a spot in one of the breaks to see if to make sure the checkout is working okay. Because I don't know, just making sure. So I'll get an email from him soon whether or not it's working or not. Cabrera. All right, got to get my brain in order for Gypsy Queen here. Yachty GQ Gems. So again, guys, we do have the new website up. If you register for an account, we're giving away a box of Topps Tribute to one of our lucky customers. Nice $500 box of cards. Also, right now we have a Donruss and a Diamond Kings break up there right now. Donruss is down to like 6 or 7 spots. There's a 15% off code, so you can get 15% off the break. Plus, we're doing 2 for 1. You buy one spot, you get 2 teams. So, can't get much better than that. So, go and check the website. Yeah, I would. Yeah, for $7, he's definitely worth taking a shot. Terry rookie, Garcia, and for Miami. That's Miami, right? Diaz. Yeah, Lewin Diaz autograph for the Marlins. Keith, here you go, buddy. Let's bring it down a little bit. Let me bring this up just a touch. All right. Austin Riley and Carlson. We have been doing very well with GQ. The 2 cases we've done so far. So let's hope this carries over for everyone tonight. Tampa and Walker Buehler GQ Gems. Yeah, we've what did we pull? We pulled a Jeter auto out of the last. Eloy, Fairchild, and for Pittsburgh, nice one there. Neil Cruz rookie chrome. For Rich, here we go, buddy. Pulled a Wander. We pulled that Sock relic auto of Cronenworth. We've gotten some pretty good stuff out of here. That Jeter was awesome. Yeah, Seth Beer's a good player. He really is. I always felt bad that he got traded to the D-backs. I mean, no offense to any D-back fans out there, but I don't know. It always feels like when somebody gets traded to the Diamondbacks, like they got traded to Siberia or something. You know, him and J.B. Bukowski both went there from Houston. Like they just don't kind of get the recognition, you know, or the. And for Milwaukee, the Brandon Woodruff blank nameplate from my man John. Here you go, buddy. Jeter, never heard of him. Not only was it Jeter, to 25, which made it even nicer. That was a monster card. Kirilloff and Bell. Bobichette. And, oh, who's got Oakland tonight? For Oakland, the Jose Canseco. Gosh, you can't go a month without pulling a Canseco auto from somewhere. Number to 150. 72 of 150 on the Jose Canseco. I would love to know how many cards Jose Canseco has signed in his career. It's got to be hundreds of thousands. But it is always fun to pull a Canseco auto when they come out. Sam, there you go, buddy. Not bad for Oakland. It's a pretty card, too. Well, yeah, I don't know. There's still win, though. You know, you still get more exposure, you know, like, and I'm not just saying that about them. It always feels like when someone goes to the Diamondbacks, just like they went to Siberia. Like even when the Diamondbacks won, they didn't get any respect, you know. Bergeron, see the future. You know, like back in the early 2000s when they won the World Series, it was like, who? And I mean, honestly, if you think about it, I mean, Arizona should be a very big baseball state as far as, you know what I mean? Like, but I don't know. I just feel bad for guys when they go there. Contreras, the Cubs. Like, you think about how good Goldschmidt but, and he was an all-star when he was there, but he's still just, like, if Goldschmidt was an all-star with, like, the Dodgers or I don't know. Well, obviously the Dodgers or the Yankees or something's a different story, but like I feel like his profile would have been so much bigger than it actually was. And not to say it wasn't big, it just could have been bigger, you know? Gavin Sheets, rookie. Weathers, Kim. Lars Nootbaar. And DeGrom for the Mets, Chrome. For Rich. Well, that's the thing. I mean, they always have some good players down there. They just don't get much exposure, you know? Soler, Gausman. Welker rookie, and for the White Sox, Crochet. Numbered to 250. 250 of 250, baby. eBay 101. For Alex. Go, bud. Yeah, no, there's a lot of guys who will be down there, you know, and you're almost in a way, unless they can put, like, you know, a World Series run together. But the unfortunate of it is they're in a division with the Dodgers, who are, you know, just by everybody these days. I mean, really, to me, the Dodgers are more the evil empire than the Yankees are anymore. Like, they just go out and buy everybody they can. like a lot of those guys won't get the exposure they should unless they go to another team, you know. And for Boston, JD Martinez Gold Chrome, number 24 of 50. We've had a lot of gold chromes out of this case. It's like the 4th or 5th one we've had. For tomorrow. Excuse me. That West division is a weird division as it is. The Dodgers and Giants and the Colorado, and just a strange division. Alec Baum. Although I really would. I've been thinking more and more about trying to talk, especially because my son's going into his senior year. Like next year at the beginning of the summer, doing a driving trip out there with my son. Vaughn GQ Gems. Like start in Arizona and go like Arizona to LA to San Francisco, like straight up the coast, and go to games in all those towns before he leaves me forever. There's an Ichiro Legends Variation Ichiro, card number 316. John T. There you go, buddy. Do I miss the bazookas? Not. I mean, I like bazookas. I think they're fun. They're, as far as a breaker, they're not really very fun. Brendan Marsh rookie. And for the Brew Crew, Devin Williams logo variation, logo swap. Oh yeah, I remember that guy. And that's part of the reason why I don't like it, because you try to explain to people that you know where the hit is, you know, like, oh, it's in the 5 or the 6 spot or whatever. They don't want to believe you. And they're like, no, you need to check the back of every card. And you're like, oh my Lord. You know? Like, okay. Harper, Kutch. Yeah, he was pretty adamant. Gregorius Detmer's rookie. All right, last pack of box 1. Purple. Deichmann rookie for Chicago. What is purple? 31 of 75. That's the first purple we've gotten out of these cases. Huh. For the Cubbies. All right. Coar, Mondesi, and Wong. Those Wong boys must have taken a beating in school, like with the last name like Wong. They must have gotten teased to all hell. Although every one of them can play baseball, it's crazy. It's amazing how athleticism is just so inherently dug into a family. You know what I mean? As a trait. You know, not only like you see all these fathers and sons and, you know, the brothers, 3 brothers, all in Major League Baseball. You know what the odds of getting into Major League Baseball are, and you get 3 brothers who all make it? It's like crazy. Oh, well, you guys weren't in the break. Was that last week or 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago. It was 2 weeks ago. I was doing a Bowman break. and the guy wanted me to sleeve every chrome in the break. I was like, what? He's like, you sleeve all your chromes, right? I was like, no. I was like, I sleeve and top load the top chromes, and I mean, I more than pretty much anybody does. I know that for a fact. And he's like, oh, you don't sleeve them all? And I was like, well, no. Which first of all, Contreras for Atlanta to $3.99. It's not a good idea to just sleeve cards and then put them in team bags, because the team bags pull and they damage the corners when they're in sleeves. Like, it's one thing if the card's like heavy duty, like when we do tribute, I sleeve all the base cards and stuff, but they're like thick stock, but if you just take a card like this and put it in a sleeve and then put it in a team bag, it can pull and damage the corners. So it's like, if you're going to sleeve it, you got to top load it, Mike, I think about that on a very regular basis. You don't know how many times I go across stuff and think, how am I going to... The problem with it is not really sure how to do it. Like, because the way most WWE products are set up, it's got to be based on the wrestler, obviously. There aren't teams or anything like that. And I don't know the teams well enough, Riley Adams rookie auto for the Nationals. For Alex. Like, that's where the problem comes in. There was one a couple months ago. What's the one? It's like Clearly Authentic, where it's like one hit, like one encased hit for. Oh man, what is that product called? And I was seriously thinking about buying a case and doing it. And then I went and looked at other breakers, how they were doing it, because I know so little about wrestling. And they were taking like groups of like 4 or 5 wrestlers and grouping them together. And I don't know them well enough to do that. So, I mean, I'm not against doing it. I just need to figure out how, Devers. See, I need a guy like you to tell me, like, this guy's good, this guy's medium, this guy's lousy. So group those 3 together. You know what I mean? So it's kind of... Yeah, first, fully loaded. Yeah, that's it, fully loaded. Yeah, the name thing you could do, I guess, the letter thing. That would actually be a good idea. I didn't think about that. Gavin Sheets, rookie. But again, if I don't know who's... Well, I guess it doesn't matter, as long as you guys know. Jonathan India, Chrome for Cincinnati. Yeah, the letter thing I didn't think of. That actually is a good idea. Maybe we'll go that route. Yeah, Dodger Stadium. I'd love to get out there. I've never been to Dodger Stadium. I would really like to get out there to it. Well, I'll try to get there with my kid. If not, I'll go by myself. Willie Castro for Detroit, 57 of 75. For Alex. Yeah, I'd like to do that West Coast swing. I mean, I've been in a fair amount of the pro stadiums. We were talking about this a while back, and I was trying to go over it in my head. I'd have to say I've been in at least 15 of them, like half of them. But I've never been to any of them on the West Coast. The rare few times I've gotten to the West Coast has always been like for business and didn't have time or something like that. Kleinahan. Hey, Savage, there you go, buddy. Seth Beers auto. That was a good $7 pickup there, my friend. Congrats, dude. Hey, with the shipping, it's like a $4 pickup. Nice, man. That's awesome. Congrats, man. Santana. Carlson, see the future. Yeah, I would definitely need your help, Savage, with something like that. There's no doubt. Karen Duran, rookie. And Votto GQ Gems. We haven't had a single colored GQ Gems yet. In this case, anyway. Rich, are you going to the National? I meant to talk to you about this before. Are you going to the National in July in Atlantic City? Because if you buy a VIP ticket for down there, you get like 18 like autographs, 12 or 18 autograph passes for like all these people they have in there for autographs and stuff. I know you're into that. I don't know, it seemed like a pretty decent deal. I mean, I guess it depends on who the people are, but Altuve for Houston, gold, 11 of 50. I think that's gold number 6 from this case. I mean, the VIP ticket's cool to have for the VIP party and all that stuff. They give away a bunch of free stuff and all that kind of crap anyway. But one of the things they give away is in fact, honestly, if you come down, I'll give you mine. I don't, me, I'm not going to wait in line for an autograph like that, most likely, but I'd be more than happy to give them to somebody. Real Muto for the Phillies. Numbered 140 of 199. Just that Friday? Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know who the guys are, but I know how much those tickets cost, and I'm almost positive with the VIP ticket, you get 12 autograph tickets. I mean, even if you only go one day, like, it still might be worth doing. I don't know. Those autograph tickets usually aren't cheap, but I mean, you would know better than I am. I don't really know it very well, but I'm serious though. Like, if we can hook up at some point and you can do it, I'll give you mine. I won't go out of my way to do that anyway. So maybe we can hook up that day and I can give them to you. I don't know. I still haven't decided on what my schedule is going to be down there. Like, I'll be there on Wednesday for sure because the VIP party's on Wednesday, and I'm sure I'll be down the weekend, but I don't think I'm staying down there the whole week. Seth Beer. Aaron Nola, Chrome for the Phils. Yeah, that's true. Well, when it gets closer, we can talk about it, honestly. Jazz, see the future. But it is just around the corner, though. It's like less than 2 months away, so. I'm psyched, man. I missed it last year. I do like going. Well, and everyone missed the years before that, so it's been a few years. Cubs. Yeah, I'm not big on that. I tell you, man, when I go to the East Coast show, man, it's like, Jesus, it's crazy. For St. Louis, Stan Musial, Legends of Variation, Detmer's rookie. Card number 303. Chad, there you go, buddy. Bret Hart. Rich, are you a wrestling guy? Do you know a lot about wrestling? Ian Anderson to 50. 10 of 50. So I was also going to say, guys, don't be surprised if you see like some of the hits that we're getting from the teams that didn't sell will probably pop up in some of your guys' packages, especially you guys that bought the teams tonight. Or if you don't have any hits for your team or whatever, I'll probably divvy most of them out to people. You know, unless I get a one-on-one something that I keep for myself. But I always think it's like odd if somebody would open up like, oh, I got the the Brewers, and why is there this Dodgers card in here? Like, I try to explain to people like, oh, well, it didn't sell, so I'm just giving it to you. Strasburg used to be, yeah. I know a little bit about like and when I say a little, I mean a little bit about like the rock kind of era, the big, the Rock and Triple H and those guys from that time. Kutch to 250 for the Phils, for Gary. And then the stuff from like the 80s, like the early to mid 80s when I was a kid. That I watched some back in the Hulk Hogan days and the Piper's Pit and all that kind of, I can't even believe I can remember most of that stuff. We used to go to my friend's house on Saturday and watch, but like I honestly don't know anything now. Yeah. With who else? I'm trying to remember the other names I remember from back in the day. Roddy Piper, Hulk Hogan, the Sheik. What was his name? Iron Sheik. Andre the Giant. Oh God, what was his name? Superfly Snuka. Jeez. How many wrestlers can I remember from the 80s? And to be honest, my 80s was really only just a couple years, but I loved it for when I was a kid. And then honestly, like there was that time. I mean, I know wrestling's huge. Don't get me wrong. I am certainly in no way, shape, or form coming down on wrestling. I think it's a very cool sport. I think those guys are amazing athletes. I tried with my son about maybe 10 or so years ago to get him to watch it. Like I put it on a few times, and unfortunately, I knew so little that I don't think it helped. Like maybe if I knew a little more to explain to him, maybe he would have got, but he just didn't hook. He didn't latch onto it at all. Because I was like, when I was his age, I love wrestling. Maybe he'll like it. And then he was like, I just want to watch the baseball game. Like, oh, okay. And for Toronto, Kevin Biggio. A lot of purple in this half case. 53 of 75. And I mean, I don't know. Somebody, obviously Mike or somebody out there who knows wrestling 8,000 times better than I do. It seemed to me that after the time I watched when I was a kid, which, it seemed big to me then because it was important to me, that like, I don't know, late 90s, early 2000s, is that the wrong time I'm thinking? Like with The Rock and Triple H and like that seemed to be really huge back then. Like without me even watching it, it got into my, maybe, I guess it was earlier than that, maybe the 90s. Like it got into my lexicon without even really watching it. Rookie auto, Brian De La Cruz for Miami. For Keith. I'm amazed though. The other night maybe 2 weeks ago, I was flipping through one night. And I don't know, there were some women on. I know the women's wrestling is huge. And I don't know who they are, but I don't know. She was mouthing off to someone, and I was just looking at that stadium, and it was so many people. I was like, "Oh my Lord, oh my God, the money they make in wrestling is crazy." They do that crap like every night. Altuve Astros. Why can't I think? Who's the 96 to 02? Yeah, that's about where I'm thinking. Yeah. Like, it was so big that you didn't even have to watch it. It still kind of got into your lexicon, you know. Tampa Bay. And for the Dodgers, Pujols, Chrome. Who's the clean cut guy then who was so popular and then was in movies and stuff? I'm trying to think of the other names of guys. Goldberg was a big one. Ooh, man, he was huge. He's been in a ton of movies. I'm sure Savage knows who I'm talking about. Castellanos. Oh, God, why can't I can see the guy's face. Cena, thank you. John Cena. Jeez, that was driving me crazy. I see the guy's face. I couldn't think of his name. Yeah, he's like that time, man. That's wrestling was really big then. Madrigal. That's the thing too with the card prices. I mean, I don't know a ton, but for Cincinnati, Barrero Auto, Jose Barrero. For Daniel, there you go, buddy. Some of the especially the women's wrestling cards are insane. How much they're worth. I see them, I'm like, oh my. Like Savage, who are the big women in wrestling right now? Like, who are the really big names? I'm wondering if I know any of them. Joey Bart. To me, it's like wrestling's like watching a soap opera. There's always like a huge story, this and that, with violence. Soap opera with violence. Alexa? Yeah, I don't think I know that one. Will Meyer. There's a Wander Franco GQ Gems rookie. And a Wander Franco rookie right behind it. It's the first ones I've seen. Alexa is Ric Flair's daughter? Really? Is the guy who owns it, his daughter still involved with, wasn't she married to like Triple H or something like that? What the hell was her name? And then she was wrestling or something. Well, they still own it, right? Or own one of them, which I always get them confused. WWE and WWF and WW this and WW that. I always forget which is which. WEC or something. Yeah, they're like crazy money, right? That's probably who I'm thinking of. I don't really know her though. And for the Phillies, Hoskins to $3.99, $3.79 of $3.99. Stephanie, that was it. What's their last name? Stephanie. What is their name? Is he still alive? McMahon, right? Stephanie McMahon, Vince and Stephanie McMahon. Is Vince McMahon still alive? I mean, he's not a young man. He's been around for a long time. That is a crazy life. Wrestlers, man. The stories you hear, the lives they live, and the being on the road 300 days a year and doing 6 shows a week, and Kluber for Tampa Bay, Chrome. He just wrestled. Really? How old is he? Vince McMahon is no spring chicken. He was wrestling like back in the 50s, that dude. Barrero again, this time the 50, 43 of 50 for Daniel. He's got to be in his 70s at least, right? I mean, he's not a young guy. And why did Stephanie step away? I thought like she owned the company or something. She's the one she was married to who? Triple H, right? Isn't that who she was married to? Or am I getting confused with someone else? Fairchild and Kalenic Chrome for Seattle. For John. Kalenic See the Future. Pete Alonso at GQ Gems. Vince owns it. Family. She dealt with all the branding and media. Gotcha. And for Boston, Ted Williams, Legends Variation. Card number 306 for tomorrow. Neil Cruz rookie. He nearly died last year from what? Ryan Anderson. And for Tampa Bay, missing nameplate, Shane McClanahan. For Carson. Went into cardiac arrest, probably from the steroids. Those guys don't tend to live very long, for very good reasons too. They don't take very good care of themselves. God, that's a shame to hear. Yes, he's up and running now, though. That's okay. All right. Well, that was my little tutor session. My wrestling tutor session for the evening. I learned a few things. You really need to bring back the glorious ladies of wrestling. Oh, my father used to love that when I was a kid. Saturday morning on, it's the glorious ladies of wrestling. My father was not a wrestling fan. He just thought they were the best. I remember watching that on the little black and white TV in my kitchen when I was a kid. My father was fascinated. No, I understand they bring it back. I'm talking about bringing back like from the 70s, like the real one. Like there was something very special about that. If you ever watched that show on Devers GQ Gems, that show on Netflix, I think they got it dead on. Half the time it looked like they were in someone's basement. You know, the ladies were, well, first of all, you wonder how many of them were ladies and they were not glorious or glamorous. Seth Beer rookie. There's another Wander rookie. So funny. It's funny when you see stuff from back then. Some years back, Aaron Nola for the Phils to 199. A lot of Phillies numbered parallels. So, and for people who are from this area, well, people who are a little older from this area, we used to have a show around here called Dancing on Air, right? In like the 80s. And it was kind of like a local bandstand type of thing. You know, it was basically kids who went to a studio in Jersey and danced to popular music, and they put it on TV. It was on at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon on channel 17, which was kind of like the cheapest channel around, you know. And it was so funny. They were doing for Baltimore, Jamahi Jones auto. For Chris. There you go, buddy. I don't remember why, but they did, like 10 years ago or so. Was it 10 years ago? Christ, it might have been longer than that. Maybe 10, 15 years ago, somewhere in there. I don't know if they were going off the air. Something was going on, and they were playing all the old Dancing on Airs, like a throwback thing. And it was so funny because like my sister was on there, and like her friends, and like I knew all these people who were on there, and it's like watching it now, it was so bad. It was like, you know, half the kids who were there, like, parents didn't want them there. They snuck out of school and left early because you had to get over there at like 2 o'clock for the taping or whatever. And it was over in Jersey. Oh, man. And it was a lot of high hair and a lot of bad sweaters. Garrett Cole for the Yankees, 29 of 50. Oh, yeah, dude. I will definitely hit you up, man. That'd be awesome. Yeah, the Dancing on Air was something else. It was, I always wondered if, I mean, like, obviously they had Bandstand, which was, you know, also from this area, but Bandstand was a huge national show, and it was used that way. And I mean, really, Dancing on Air was a vehicle for new acts to get seen. You know, like Soul Train was. Soul Train's another one. It was kind of the same thing, but you know, with Dancing on Air was a lot of just suburban white kids, you know. And a lot of the guys who were like, you know, they were one-hit wonders or just becoming popular, they would go on there and lip sync badly to their popular song, you know, and the girls would get all, oh. But anyway, they played them all, like I said, like 10 or 15 years ago, over a few week period. A Rosarena for Tampa Bay to 150, 111, and 150. And I always wondered if they ever had shows like that in other parts of the country. You know, like, but it was so weird because my sister, who lives in Tennessee, she didn't know about it. I called her up. I was like, listen, Shannon. She's like, I was like, you're on TV right now. She's like, what are you talking about? They're airing Dancing on Air from like November 11th, 1983. Oh, man, she was mortified. And for Houston, Chaz McCormick, rookie auto. For Israel, that show was on for a long time, though. I'll give them that. They had many years that show was on for. And you used to rush home from school to watch it, especially if you were like, you know, a middle schooler, you know, because you had to be in high school. I think you had to be either 15 or 16 to be on the show. And of course, you had to get picked, so they were the cool kids, and everybody knew like the coolest couple. Like, oh, there's Johnny and Brenda from Overbrook High School. They're so dreamy. And you as like a 10-year-old middle schooler was like, oh, one day I'll be on Dancing on Air. I think back now and just go, thank God I was never on Dancing on Air. Did I miss something there? Mount Castle. God, I haven't thought about that show in so long. I don't even know why I thought about it now, but we grew up with some weird stuff, man. Back of that. Yeah. So we're supposed to be doing Bowman at 11:45, which obviously we're going to get pushed back. It's about midnight on that one. Marte Chrome for Arizona. Man, look at that. He's got some serious gear on there. Hey, man, it's still good stuff to talk about. I'm just reminiscing. Did you guys ever have a show like that, like where you lived or where you grew up? I don't know. It's so weird if you think back on it now. But I guess it would be like having TRL or something like that, on a more national scale. But how horrifying to have them play it like 30 years later. Hey, there's a missing black plate Machado for the Padres. Short print. Now that we actually know what those things look like. For Chad Machado. Bueller and Story. And Jarren Duran for Boston, Chrome rookie. Looks like he's running for his life in that picture. A kid show named Captain 11. We had a big kid show here. Captain Kangaroo. That was a big one here. That was like little kids though. And it was filmed here in Philly. Captain Kangaroo. He had some little bit of national exposure. He was known a little bit, that guy. Joey Votto. It's amazing how bad television was in the 70s and 80s. Especially like the late 70s and early 80s. If you go back and try to watch most of those shows, they're unwatchable. Like really unwatchable. Babe Ruth Legends Variation, card number 302 for the Yankees. For Rich. Like, you try to go, and again, I understand you need to be a little bit older, not old, but a little bit older, but try to go back and watch an episode of The Love Boat. My God, that show is so bad. It's like unwatchable garbage. Like, it's funny looking back, and you think like how difficult it was to get on TV back in those days as compared to now. Like, honestly, if your kid comes in and tells you he wants to be an actor, it's like a legitimate profession now because there's so many channels, so many streaming services, so many. I mean, you have to be a really bad actor to not get an acting job these days. Like, you really have to be horrible because there's so much out there that's being produced all the time. But back then, I mean, you had 3 stations. Fox wasn't even around then. I mean, literally there were 3 stations. Then you had your local stations that played like Lawrence Welk or, some, Johnny Polka or something, Kevin Biggio for Toronto. to $3.99. So, I mean, if you think about it, back then, 3 channels, prime time, 8 to 11, 7 days a week. So there's basically 21 prime time television shows on back then. That's it. You know, what, 5, 6 people on a show. See, you had to be in like the top 100 actors to be on, you know, to have a television career back then, you know. And the shows were unwatchable. They were so bad. Like, the Love Boat was basically just a big commercial. Like, any musician or whoever had something coming out, they would go on the Love Boat for an episode, you know, and it'd be the gopher guy and the guy making cocktails and having dinner with Captain Steubing and, you know, oh, let me sing my new Johnny Rydell song, you know. And now they play them on like Nick at Night or any of those. Oh my God, they're terrible. They're so bad. If anyone is showing up for Bowman, or looking for Bowman, we're going to be about 15 minutes until Bowman first starts. Some issues with the eBay and Gypsy Queen. So we'll start around midnight with Bowman first edition. O'Neal Cruz rookie. And for Tejas. Missing nameplate Dane Dunning. Ozzy Albies. And Arenado. All right, guys, last box. Good luck, everybody. Don't forget to check out that website. We got Donruss down to a few spots. 15% off anything on the website. And 2 for 1 on the spots. For the Twinnies, Donaldson, numbered 127 of 250 for Chris. Both of the breaks that are on there, the Diamondbacks and the Donruss break, are buy one spot, you'll get a second spot in that break for free. So please go and check it out. We're also we're doing that giveaway of that tribute box too. All you got to do is sign up for an account on the website. You don't have to buy anything. It'd be great if you did, but you don't have to. But make sure if you do just sign up for an account, fill in all the information and save your information, because I know some people have not done that well and stuff hasn't been saved. Ron Darling auto for the Mets. It's our second Ron Darling auto for the Mets we've pulled. Who knew? Ron must have signed a new deal with Topps, signing deal. I guess we're going to see a lot of him. There's definitely an argument to be made for Arenado. I mean, I think you got to let his career finish, of course. You know, he's a special talent. There's no doubt about it. Again, he's another guy, being all the time he spent in the Western Conference, that, of course, I knew who he was, but didn't pay close attention to all his stats and stuff, just because I never saw his games or anything. But he's a player. There's no doubt about it. For Detroit, Baez Chrome. Howdy. I don't know. I think all sports at this point are very difficult to do this. Oh, this is the best player ever, or this is the best at this position. Just because and I don't know, maybe it's a little bit of a cop out, but there's definitely major changes in sports depending on when you played. You know, if you bring up who's the best basketball player ever, you have a million people say Jordan, which is what I would say, and you'll have a ton of people say LeBron, and other people say Kobe, and this and that, whatever. To compare LeBron and Jordan to me is like apples and oranges. I mean, obviously they're both phenomenal basketball players, but totally different styles, totally different era, um, totally different type of player, I think, anyway. I mean, Jordan was a much more finesse player. He didn't have the size that LeBron is. LeBron's like a bull coming down. You know what I mean? Like, for the Mets again, Mark Cahan, number 2, 150, 46 of 150. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a nice jersey, man. An Arenado Rockies jersey is awesome. I think I was telling you guys a couple weeks ago about all the jerseys my son found at the Goodwill. We sold all of those things, man. They sold like hotcakes. And it's funny too because I posted them on my thing instead of his because obviously mine's sports related and whatever. I didn't really take a good look. They were really nice jerseys. They were like game jerseys. He sold them cheap too, but he didn't pay any. He paid like $2 for them. So, but we sold all of them very quickly. Told him, I was like, you need to find more of those, man. Those things went like hotcakes. Tatis. Chris, you there? Honey. There is a Harper logo swap for the Phils. What the hell? Can you put a note up in the break? Has your guys' screen gone blank? In the world? Have you guys lost the feed, the video feed? It is. It's coming up at it's Gypsy Queen is finishing, and then we'll be doing that next. We're just running late. It's probably going to be more. It's going to be in like 10 minutes or so. We're just running late on Gypsy Queen. That's all. You can still see the feed, okay? Okay. Tell me if you can't, because on my side, I can obviously I can see the feed, but on the live, it's not showing it for me. So if you guys stop seeing it, let me know, okay? This would just be, the topper. Harper logo swap. Sometimes it gets an error. It's still recording and still going, but if it cuts off for you guys, tell me, and I'll restart it. You saw Harper? Okay. All right. Just tell me if it cuts off. And Chris, if you're there, can you put up a note in the Bowman First Edition that will start in about 10, 15 minutes? Aaron Judge, Chrome. Thanks, Chris. Gosh, Bill. All right, last couple packs. We'll do a quick hit recap, get out of here, so I can get set up for the Bowman first. Weathers, and there's a Tatis Chrome for San Diego. Oh, massive pain in the ass it's been tonight. Gypsy Queen has been a pain in the ass tonight. Bichette. See the future. And Bieber GQ Gems. Duran rookie. And Roger Maris. A Legends variation. Card number 313 for the Yanks. For Rich. Welker Benintendi. Last couple packs, guys. If you're not in Bowman first tonight, we will be back tomorrow night. We got Diamond Kings and a little Topps Chrome Update Mixer and Bowman tomorrow night. It's your Bowman Blasters. So if you'd like to join us, we'd love to have you. And for Toronto, Lopez, rookie to $3.99. 111 of $3.99. Otto Lopez. Carlson. Peterson Paddock. All right, last pack of this weird break tonight. Jeez. Gray, Kentamida, Darvish. All right, that will do it. All right, guys, I want to thank everyone for helping me out with this tonight. You guys are awesome. And I do appreciate it. I still have no idea. I might be going with Savage's thought or somebody's thought on a double something or other. I don't know. But I do appreciate everyone helping me out with getting this thing filled so we could get it broken tonight. Like I said, we will be back tomorrow night if you want to join us. If not, just stop by and say hi. Otherwise, please stay safe, stay healthy out there. Have a wonderful holiday weekend. And don't do anything I wouldn't do. All right. Bear with me for a second while I try to put some semblance of a hit recap together here. Thanks, guys. Thanks again for all your help tonight. I really appreciate it. Okay. All right, guys, we're doing a hit recap for 2022 Top Gypsy Queen half case break number 3. So some Wanders. Everything here will be top loaded, of course, if it's not already. Wander rookie, a Wander GQ Gems rookie, and another Wander rookie. Regular Chromes, O'Neal Cruz rookie, and Aaron Judge. And then we hit a bunch more. DeGrom, Tatis, Baez, Duran rookie, Marte, Kalenic, Kluber, Pujols, Nola, and India. Variations. Harper logo swap, missing nameplate for Brandon Woodruff. Ichiro legend, Williams logo swap. Musial legend, Williams legend, missing nameplate, McClanahan. Machado with the missing black plate. Babe Ruth legend, Dane Dunning missing nameplate, and Roger Maris legend. Numbered parallels. Focus. Crochet to 250, Martinez to 50, Contreras to 399, Deichmann to 75, Castro to 75, Altuve to 50, Realmuto to 199, Ian Anderson to 50, McCutcheon to 250, Biggio to 75, Hoskins to 399, Barrio to 50, Nola to 199, Cole to 50, Arozarena to 150, Biggio to 399, Josh Donaldson to 250, and Otto Lopez to 399. And then autographs, Lewin Diaz for Miami, Jose Canseco for Oakland to 150, Adams for Washington, Seth Beer for Arizona, De La Cruz for Miami, Barrio for Cincinnati, Jahmai Jones for the Orioles, McCormick for Houston, Darling for the Mets, and Canal, however you say his name, for the Mets. All right, guys, again, thank you so much. Thank you for your help with this. I will talk to you again soon, and I will be back in a few minutes with Bowman first. Take care. Bye-bye.